Just want to welcome you all to Type 88. It's your boy Dave Noodles. This is episode 66. I just want to shout out Makerpark Radio. It's a listener-supported 501c3 nonprofit. Over 100 volunteer shows and DJs call Makerpark Radio home. We have music and talk radio programs that reflect the amazing talent here on the island. Please consider supporting Makerpark Radio by going to makerparkradio.nyc. It is a tax-deductible donation, so it's double as nice, but just do it to do it. Speaking of someone who just goes out there, and I don't know how he gets everything he gets done. I don't know if he sleeps. I don't know if he has a clone. We're going to find out tonight, but we got the one and only Frank Nitti in the building. What up, man?
What's good, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. How's everything with you?
Everything's good, Running around. You never clock out.
I feel you, man. It's so crazy, man. Before we even get into this, I just wanted to thank you because almost 2 years ago, I was going through some stuff. I was trying to figure out which way to go. And I saw you always hyping up this address. What was the address? 65 Clinton? Something like that?
Which one for the
CUHow?
school? For the school? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What is it?
It's dang.
It's been a while. But
I know they changed it too. We have our own one now.
So I see him shouting out church, and I'm like,
That's bad.
I was like, this.
I don't know.
It's all good. It's like automatic now. Everything's in the phone now. But
195 Daniel O Terrace.
195 Daniel O Terrace. If you're looking for something to do on Sunday, and get lifted in a great way. You were so passionate about church, and I was like at a time where I was like at a crossroad. It was really the only void in my life. I was like, yo,
Amen.
I really need this. And bro, I went there. Bro, my life changed. And
that's good.
I saw your passion for it, and I was like, it really you influenced me in an amazing way. So I just really wanted to shout you out because I started going there, and then, the story continues. Now I go to Holy Family.
Fire,
But
shout out to them too.
shout out to them, and getting baptized, confirmed in a month or two.
My guy,
So
congrats, Brody.
Bro, I really appreciate it because my mom was trying for a really long time, but I really think I needed someone who was like a peer.
Yeah,
It's
different. It's different when you want to learn something, and it's different when you're being force-fed something.
Word.
That's the problem. Like nowadays, people just force feed people. Like some people don't want to eat, so you have to force feed them. But that shouldn't be the case. You should want to do things when you're ready, and it's like, all right, I feel like I got to do something different. I mean, do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Expecting a different outcome and doing the same thing is the definition of insanity. I'm just saying.
Truth. Yeah, man. It's almost 2 years now, so thank you because I'm on a whole other journey now, and I feel really full. And 2 years ago, I was, there was a vacant cavity somewhere in my soul, and it feels filled. So I just really wanted to thank you for
appreciate you, bro.
just being you, and you've been just killing it, bro. And I'm really proud of everything you got going on.
I graciously appreciate that. My bad, I'm tired.
No worries, bro.
I just came straight from work, so.
No doubt, man.
I'm telling you, the grind don't stop ever, not never.
So maybe we could bring it back just a little bit, because, when I first got introduced to you, it was through the music.
Yeah.
And maybe you could tell me a little bit of how you got into the music. Like was it early on? Where was it?
Yeah, we started writing early on. The song on my first project, Autobiography, like that's a true story. So, like I literally felt like I had no outlet as a kid. I moved to Staten Island when I was 8. I'm originally from El Barrio, Uptown. Shout out to El Barrio boys. Shout out to everybody uptown. But yeah, so I moved out here when I was 8, and like I would go back and forth on the weekends with my dad. But like my stepfather used to beat my mom.
Wow.
So I felt like I had nobody to talk to, so I would write music. Me and my friends would get up in my crib at that time, and we would write music. But I was like 9, 10, maybe 10, 11 years old. So we've been writing music for a long time. And then it's crazy because I linked back up with Ty when we both started working at Easy Pass.
Wow.
And then like maybe 2 weeks in, a week in, like, yo, you should go to the studio. So we went to Glaze and Tech's crib,
Oh shoot.
and then we did something there. So that was literally like maybe a few weeks in, 2 weeks in, something like that. Shout out to Tyrone Briggs doing big things.
That's a good person to
Yeah, that's
get
my
in the
brother.
game with.
that's my brother, man.
He's really taking it, and shout out to him
Thanks.
doing his thing on both sides, family and music. He's gone a lot of places.
That's a whole fact. Shout out to Tyrone Briggs. That's the man. Street Pavers, Oceans 13, State Land, everybody. Shout out to Eddie I.
Shout out to him. Yeah, man.
That new track he got out is fire.
Oh man, I'm excited, bro. I don't look forward to too many albums, and I'm really looking forward to his project.
Oh yeah, nah, that's
know
gonna
he's
be litty. Yeah, I know a lot of people that's working. It's just, everybody been working low key.
Yeah.
Shout out R.I.P. Pop Smoke, cause
R.I.P.
every day is something crazy. But there's people on the island working. I know everybody that's working. I know y'all working. I hear they working. I be in the studio with different people. So all y'all people, I know y'all working. Just you got moved in a timely fashion. Feel me? Tomorrow's not promised. So we want to hear these projects. And I heard a lot of songs that people need to hear. Briggs got this song. He let me hear. We did a photo shoot the other day. We did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he got this song. He showed me this song, and I showed him that song that I sent you, Light Flex. That song comes out March 2nd.
Oh man.
So we working. Everybody's working. Shout out to everybody.
Bro, it's an inspiring circle to be around, and
Facts. Bree Crew, shout out to her too. She's in the studio right now, mixing, mastering her album.
Man.
She's working. Shout out to Andrew Daniel. I know he's in Jersey right now. Shout out to my bro.
Shout out to him, yeah.
Shout out to CUHow. I'm sorry I
Shout
forgot the
out.
address. I
Oh,
still love
fam.
y'all. Shout out to Figs Ministry too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Manny just dropped a project.
Shout out to Manny too. Melancholy Motion. Matter of fact, he dropped the project and we dropped the video,
And a
God
video.
Mode on YouTube.
Oh man.
And then he's actually the person that created the beat for Until You Get There.
What'd he create?
Until You Get There.
Word.
He made
yeah,
that beat.
The beat, yeah.
Shout out to Manny. Melancholy Moss.
He's a good man, bro.
Yeah, man.
Goes
Shout out to
in.
Mark Marvel too.
Shout
Mark
out.
Tidioso.
Bro, I've known him for a minute.
Mad many years.
Oh man. BC before comics.
Facts. Facts. I got a song with him coming out too. That's gonna be good.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got some fire.
Bro, how do you
Shout out to Dyron. He got some fire coming too.
shout out to him?
I'm working with a lot of people
Bro, how do you make time? Do you have like a set night you do all this?
every day. I do everything every day. So my day is consistent in pieces.
Gotcha.
I'm working. I'm doing music. I'm networking. Shout out to Danny Ray. I got a song coming out with her too.
Nice.
Shout out to Shani. I got a song. We working on something. Shout out to everybody. Everybody's working. Shout out to Nata too. She was on La Cocina last night.
Who was?
Her name is Nata.
Okay.
She was on La Cocina last night. She's a female artist. She's fire. She
Yeah.
got bars. She got bars.
Sick.
Go watch that episode, bro. If you
Okay.
ain't see it, she did a freestyle at the end. She bodied it.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Gotta peep it.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah, shout out to La Cocina, man. Bro, I could run out of hair on my head counting how many dope people we know. It's crazy.
MLM. Shout out to everybody at MLM. Migs,
Shout out to all them.
Loco, Starter. Everybody that we just working. Dade, Unicorn Empress. Everybody. We out here.
So many
Artsy
creative people.
Ashley. There's mad people. You're going to be here all day. We got an event on the 29th. 2 events on the 29th. Come through to those and you figure out everybody. You know what I mean? There's too many people to mention.
That's real, man.
Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my family.
Shout
out to
out.
everybody watching. Shout out to my peoples. I know some of my peoples is clocked in right now.
Shout out to everyone, yo. That's yeah, man. You roll in an amazing circle. You got an amazing support, and you really, when it comes to support, you go hard, bro. You're there. You show up at events. I don't know how you make it all happen, but shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to God. He makes it happen. You feel
Real
me?
talk.
TGIF. Thank God I'm Frank.
Bro, maybe you could kind of tell me about that journey. Is it something you kind of just like, because I was talking to Joe Figueroa, and he was kind of like birthed into it. Both his parents are pastors. It was just kind of like, a 1-2 step.
No, for me it wasn't that. I mean, my parents always took me to church. Like we did the whole Catholic baptism, christening, and all that good stuff. But I didn't really pay attention to that. I feel like you was being force fed. They told you everything you couldn't do, not what you could do.
Yeah.
So everybody has their perception, like, oh, I don't want to be like these people or like a certain way. But that's different. That's a religion. I don't. This ain't religion. It's perfect. This ain't religion. It's different. It's a relationship. When you're in a relationship, when you know there's a higher power, something that's over you, watching you, and it's whatever you call it, it's still something that you feel governed by. So you just get in tune with that. I mean, they said he lives inside of you, so feel me? That's why you get the feelings you feel. If you're one with the feelings you feel, then you could be one with everything around you. You created it.
It's real, bro. When did you find CUHow?
Going on 6 years now.
Okay.
6 years ago. I went to it's crazy. You ready how funny this is? So me and Ty met where? Easy Pass.
Uh-huh.
I met Pastor Rowe at Easy Pass.
Really?
He was one of the supervisors there. So he would say, yeah, I got church. And I'd be like, yeah, that church thing. You know, I was still in that different mindset. I was like, yeah, that church thing. And then started going through life. And then when you go through life, you figure things out. I was going to the gym at that point, the gym next to Chuck E. Cheese, Planet Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And I came outside, and he was in the parking lot. We started talking, and I'm like, all right, at this point in my life, like, at that point in my life, I was making money. And at that point in my life, everything was going good. So, and I still had a void. It felt like you said, there was a void, and I'm just like, what is this void? Like, everybody says I should be happy, and I'm not happy. Like, there's something that needs to change. And then I was like, yo, you still do that church thing? He's like, yeah, I do it every Sunday that I come by. I went by, and I sat all the way in the back. All the way in the back. And I felt like it was just me and him in the room while he was talking. Like, so after that, I went home, and from there it's history.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something, man. Was that when they started in the house, or did they start off?
No, they were in a different. When I started going there, they were in a different church. They were 99 Olympia Boulevard.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, it's on Olympia Boulevard. And then we moved to this other location. We weren't there for that long, and then we moved to this one. But yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, bro. It's different, you know.
And it continues.
Yeah, you just learn how to deal with different things. Like me personally, I feel like if you're gonna keep going through the same thing over and over and over, you gotta learn your lesson. Like when it comes around, you should already know what to do. Like, how'd you get through this before? A lot of people now, like, the suicide rates is high, so it's like a lot of people don't know how to deal with things in life. So it's like, I'm gonna kill myself, or I'm gonna go kill somebody else. Like, that's not the way. Like, there's a lot of different things you could be channeling that energy to. Feed somebody else. You going through that so you can help somebody else get out of that.
That's real, man. That's beautiful. And was it like instant with the fam, or did they start going with you right away?
That Sunday when I came back, my wife asked me, like, you mind if me and the kids go? And I was like, no, of course not. Why wouldn't I want y'all to go to church? Came with me, and listen, ever since that first Sunday where I went, we did. It's going on 6 years now. I love that church. It's different.
Yeah,
it feels like home.
It felt like I was at a barbecue when I went there. Like, everyone was so nice. They're giving me food and coffee and mugs. And I definitely miss it. And shout out to everyone at that church. It was really nice. That was an amazing chapter in my life that I'll always remember. And I'm happy I get to still see you guys.
No, of course.
At different shows and events.
We do life
stuff
together, bro. We working. If you don't see somebody that you usually with, you working.
That's amazing, bro. And I think that's amazing for the kids too, because for them to see you, you're living it. You're not. I'm sure you're preaching and telling them different things, but they see
Well,
you as an example.
I know, but me is more like kids don't listen to what you say. Listen, they see what you do. That's how they
Exactly.
listen.
Yep.
So whatever you're doing, whether you're telling them to go do something, they're gonna do what you're doing. So, you gotta guide them. Like, remember, we are the hope for our next generation, and that generation is gonna lead your next generation after that. So your grandkids will be led by your children. So why wouldn't you teach them how to treat the next generation coming? I mean,
So
that's
real.
for me. That's just common sense. But what I realized was common sense is a superpower.
Real talk, man. That's amazing. And I remember a week or two ago, someone's like, "Oh, you go to that church?" And I was like, they were like, "Yeah, but what about this or what about that?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's really only an hour a week." I said, "Church is beyond just that 1 hour." You
Facts.
know what I mean?
You are the church. The church is in you.
I was like, where I go, what I do when someone gets me angry, how I respond. If I want to fight someone because they hit me in the car or something, you know what I mean? How I respond to that. I was like, it's everywhere. Everywhere I go, I take it with me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't get so caught up in the 1 hour is important to me, but I'm constantly feeling myself.
You are the church. I mean, in class, I was in class the other day. In class, we go to class on Mondays.
Yeah.
So just to, learn. You need to learn. Like, if you want to know something about something, you learn about it.
Yeah.
So we have class on shout out to Matrix in New Jersey. But the teacher said something where it was like, you're the only representation of God that anybody will ever know. So when they look at you, it's like, all right, well, this is how the God that they resemble would they see. That you're the only piece of God they'll ever see. So that's what they know of God. So when people start saying whatever they want to say, just let them say what they got to say. You can't control how people treat you. You can only control how you react to it. So
I feel you, man.
feel me? You just gotta keep going. So obstacles are not meant to keep you bound. Obstacles are meant for you to go over or go around them. So just literally have to live life. Some people don't even like that. That's hence like what happened. Like a lot of people that get killed. Like all these young people that get killed. Somebody just hates on you, and it's just okay. Rather than channel this somewhere else, thinking you're the problem, they kill you, and they're still gonna be continuing the same journey. There's nothing changed.
You could break the pattern.
Yeah. But people can't be scared to do that. That's why when I spoke with Ro, one thing that stuck out with Ro was he told me God put you in those situations so you can talk to them. You're not scared to go to places and talk to people that need to be spoken to. As to opposed to the person, why would I go speak to the people with their hands up in church? They don't need to hear anything from me. They know where they are already. So if I can give it to you in a way where you'll understand it, hey, here, take it this way, and this is what it is.
It's a blessing, bro. Bro, there have been some times where a few people looked at me funny I was at different spots. And, bro, I remember, like, I was just at some deli one day, and I saw a girl I went to school with, and I said hi, like how you say in high school, like you give them like a kiss on the cheek, kind of, like you don't even kiss them, like you just put your head
Cheek
and,
to cheek. Hey,
yeah.
what's up?
And I hardly even know this, but like we know each other, we go back like 8 years, so I said, hey, what up, like we both said hi to each other. Bro, she was with some dude, bro, he was not in the mood. Bro, he started like the biggest thing. He was yelling at me, bro, and I just stood there and I was like, okay, I'm not really interested in this. And I remember I got into the car and someone who I was talking to at the time, they were like, you really didn't do anything? What the hell's wrong with you? And I'm like, what the hell's wrong? I was like, what the hell's wrong with me? I was like, why even bother? Like, I chose peace in that moment, and I was like, he's not really worth my time. I don't even know why I would even fight. Like, there was no real reason. He didn't hurt my mom. or do something.
You handle the situation you're supposed to handle it. Listen.
Yeah.
If there was there was more people that were actually thinking before they act, like a lot of things would go differently. A lot of people just act off emotion.
Yeah.
So once you start, I'm mad, so I'm gonna act from being in an angry place. If you're happy, you're gonna be like, you know what? Let me think about this. So that shows you where a lot of people's mentality is. So you can't literally talk to everybody the same way. Not everybody has the same frequency, but when you can find a common channel where you can connect, it's like, all right, we connect here, so this is where we're gonna keep it. This is what it is, and everything else, listen, it's just a distraction. I don't got time for distractions. If you're distracting me, then you're wasting time that I'll never get back. Time is your most valuable asset.
It's real. Yeah, man. I walked away. I felt good. I was like, there's no point. And I chose peace. And there was another time I was with someone. Some guy looked. He told us to move on the line, and the person I was with was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna kill this guy." I'm like, "Are you gonna kill this guy?" He was just pointing out that it was our turn on line. He was like, "Yo, it's your turn," and the person I was with was like, "You serious?" You said. I'm like, bro, it's not a big deal. Don't worry. There's bigger challenges for us to knock over.
Yeah, I usually say I got my watch on. My watch on is usually so I don't turn into the Incredible Hulk. I had a bad temper before, so when you're going through that journey, it's like any little thing will trigger you. Like,
Yeah.
why are you talking to me like that? So I tell that to me, and my joke with Drew is I got my Incredible Hulk watch on. So once we hit a beep 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 beep, all right, it's time to go over there. I gotta leave me alone for a second.
That's amazing, bro. It's not easy. It's not easy going through pain, and a lot of us are just like, oh, this is it. But this is it, the thing that's teaching you the thing for your next move.
Yep. Next
And
step.
it's so hard to accept sometimes. A lot of the time I'm like, oh my God, this is so annoying.
Here we are.
And then I'm like, oh, this is the thing that's teaching me the thing for the next thing.
That part.
That's it's interesting, but maybe you could tell us a little bit about the brand and how that came together and the inspiration behind everything.
So me and Drew made a song. We did a performance. So the first time we performed I Am, I made shirts. I've been branding myself since we've been making music back in the day. I always had my own thing where people can, all right, this is that. So I made a shirt for me. It said, "Who are you?" Then I made a shirt for him that said, "I am." And after the show, after our set, the first time we performed it, people were like, "Oh, I want to buy that shirt. Where can I buy them?" I'm just like, "I can make you one, I guess."
Yeah.
And then a lot of people kept asking, so like, "Oh, we should do something with it." And then we went to church the next Sunday after, and the sermon was on I Am. So we were like, all right, so this is the thing. So we got to do this. And then we sat down with a few people. And we got it done.
It's amazing. How long has that been in the
2 years going on.
pipeline? Nice. That's real, man. People,
Shout out to the I Am Familia.
shout out. It's an amazing brand. I don't really wear too many other brands, being a brand owner myself. Nothing against other brands. You just, you got your uniform. But I must say I've worn I Am. It's probably second, right, in terms of what I've worn to my own personal.
Appreciate you.
So I really
appreciate you.
I love the pieces. You put the extra effort in. They wash really well.
I only wear Familia's brands, like yours. Shout out to Stilsky Apparel, Stilsky. I got Stilsky on. Tyrone Briggs got a brand coming. Shout out to Cloud Kickers. I wear Cloud Kickers. Shout out to Them Pieces. I wear Them Pieces.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Double Arrows of Grace.
A lot of people have been starting that independent grind.
Yeah, man. A lot of people.
It's great to watch, man.
There's a lot of people that.
So 2 years.
Bridge Boys. Shout out to Bridge Boys.
They've been doing it a
Rose
while.
Dreams.
They've been doing it. It's fun.
People. There's a whole list. You can just keep going with lists for everything.
Real talk. That's excellent, man. And yeah, I'm grateful. 12 years been doing my thing.
Fire.
Bro, it's constant learning, like you were saying, and it's great that if you could bring that vibe back from when you started. It's tricky because like even in a relationship, sometimes things get a little dry. But you got to find ways to like surprise people or like surprise yourself
Of course.
or bring back that thing you did on the first date. Like so for me, it's to always create something new. And I think whenever I create something new, if I could share that vibe with someone else and then they get inspired by the idea, it's almost like I just started over. But it's like now I have all the wisdom of what I've been doing. So do you have any collabs in the works?
A lot.
Yeah.
Who do you want to know with specifically? That'd be a better question.
You got
There's a lot of people that I have collabs with. Like, a lot. Tyrone Briggs, Fluky, Chris Valentine, Danny Ray, Guest Music, Kid Pro. I got like a lot of Prince Perez.
Nice.
A lot of people, like a lot.
Excited, man. It's gonna be a great year.
Facts. Super crazy.
So I know you got something in the works. I'm really excited about the project.
Book of Frank.
Book of Frank, yeah. I've been bumping Ice Age.
Appreciate you.
Never Let You Down is my jam.
I got a remix of that coming soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And the one with Joe Wabi.
Drew actually wants to do a remix of that, so that you might have to do one for that too.
I really respect the consistency. Anyone that's unfamiliar with my homie right here, make sure to check him out. The work ethic you'll wake up different tomorrow, and you'll be like, oh, damn.
I appreciate that.
50 tracks in 2 months.
I mean, my goal for this year, like, shout out to Handsome High. He's dropping a song every Sunday for the whole year.
There we go.
Like every Sunday, and he's been dropping videos. He just dropped the album too, so that inspired me. And I said I'm gonna drop something every month, and if not, I'm gonna drop multiple things in a month.
It keeps your energy. It keeps you. I think life is
Creating.
good when you can look forward to stuff.
Yeah, man, I got a lot coming. Like, I'm supposed to drop a single. Hopefully, it'll come out on the 29th.
Okay.
Joe Wabi, Joe Wabi. Somebody tag him and tell him I just said that he needs to finish this song. But if that goes through, I'll drop that on the 29th. March 2nd, I'm dropping Light Flex. March 17th, got Willin' Book of Frank.
Excellent.
March 20th should be a video.
Work.
The next month after, I got some things dropping too. And then for August 30th this year, we're gonna do a Thank God I'm Frank too.
Damn, bro.
Breeze Project should be dropping on the 29th as well. We got some singles. And we got a project, all three of us. School lunch.
It's going to be special, man.
Talking about that, you know.
So when it comes out, you're always welcome back.
I appreciate you, bro.